What You Say.
Yes.
There you go. Very nice song indeed. And yes, welcome back again. It's Farizal and Nani, and we are going to talk to you about how do you brand yourself, or do you even think about branding yourself?
Okay, let's welcome back our very interesting motivator, speaker, and trainer, Murshidah Said.
Thank you.
The one, the only.
Hi.
Murshidah.
Oh, okay, one and only.
How are you doing? It's
Great.
good to have you
Yes.
back again.
Thank you. Thank you. I love being here.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
thank you very
nice.
much. Everybody loves to join us here.
Okay, before we continue with Murshidah, if you would like to call us Malaysia, 22872051, 22873051, please do call. The SMSs and the emails are open for you. SMS space, name, hot space and message 32776 is the number, and mail at your
We are opening the lines, okay, for this particular segment, for you to speak directly to Murshidah. Especially
right.
today, we're talking about branding itself. Okay, how do we brand ourselves to succeed in our career? Maybe generally not just, career, also in life. Okay, so Murshidah, let's start the ball rolling.
Okay.
Take it away.
2 weeks ago, I did talk about knowing your brand. That means knowing before other people brand you, you brand yourself first, right?
Okay.
So what I wanted to address this time, because a lot of people actually watch Hello on 2 and they wrote into me and said, how can I brand myself for my career? And I did mention in the last segment that before, when you want to brand yourself, you must know who your target audience is. Be careful about about especially your physical, the words that you say. And I was thinking back about that. It's like, we are also just focusing on the body and the mind, right? So a lot of times when you look at branding, or you go into topics of branding, people start focusing on only the body and the mind, how to wear certain clothes, their personal hygiene, which is important, which is very, very important.
Appearance.
Appearance means basically, and also people think about what they want to say, because when you think about before anything that you say, right, it also becomes part of your brand, right? But sometimes people don't think whatever comes out of their mouth is a reflection of what is in deeper, which is from your heart and spirit, which is something I advocate in. When we go into the whole being concept, whatever comes out from your heart and your spirit actually manifests itself through the words that you say, right? So going back to this topic on knowing your brand and how it can help you in your career, I also reflected back about in my life about more than 10 years. Okay, this happened about more than 5-6 years ago.
Right.
But before that, for more than 10 years in my career, people have been telling me, wow, Murshidah, first time we met you, we were so scared. You look so fierce, or you look so garang, But after we got to know you, you're so nice, you're so friendly, you're so funny, we enjoy working with you and all that. And this, and I took it as a compliment. I said, oh, fantastic, ha ha ha, no la, you all don't know
brand.
me. I didn't know that, but I reflected back on myself. Is that the kind of brand that I want to project out? That I am fierce looking and I look unfriendly? And it took some time before I start working with people that people realize, hey, I'm a fun person and I get along well with people. And when upon that reflection, I did ask a few friends, and they said the same thing. All right, and I reflected back, and no wonder I was single for a very long time.
Okay.
So I learned to improve myself in terms of my looks, because I realized people say, hey, you look very garang, you look very fierce.
Right.
So no man will ever come
You
near.
literally chased the men away.
I just
started smiling.
Practicing smiling, just the corners of my mouth. That alone actually, improved a bit. But first time when I was practicing, I was quivering. It was very unnatural for me. And when I started to practice better, the muscles softened, and I actually smile easier. Before that it was difficult for me to smile. Put me in front of camera, I'll be like, I don't know how to smile. So I started practicing. And then when I learned about the whole being concept, which is body, mind, heart and spirit, I learned that I had a lot of issues that I held on myself. And that was why I found it difficult to smile. So from that, I released step by step in terms of letting go of baggages that does not fulfill me, and it reflects on your body. And then the difference is tremendous.
Amazing,
now people come to me easier, they talk to me, and this is the brand that I want to project. So knowing your brand is very important. You cannot wait, especially if you're in a job interview, right? You have that 5 or 10 minutes. And the first person, if the interviewer looks at you and say, oh, maybe this person wouldn't fit into my organization because we're very fun-loving and she looks so serious. We'll be so afraid to work with her, right? And that 5 to 10 minutes is actually very crucial. You don't have the opportunity, you know, to extend your time for the person to really get to know you.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to knowing your brand, it is important to also be able to know that, you know, how other people perceive you. This is an activity that you can also work with, you know, people who are very close to you and people who want to see you succeed in your business. You ask them, right? When you first met me, how do you feel? What did you think? What was your first impression of me? Now that you know me, what is your impression? What has changed? So if there is a discrepancy, like they say, oh, first time we met you, we thought you were sombong or you look very proud. But now we find that you are so totally different. We love you and all that. You know, and then is that the kind of brand that you want to project? So we work on that, So it is a good activity for you to start with.
So key to what Murshidah just said, because we're talking about how brand can help you succeed, is basically to know, okay, what are the traits that you have, okay, features that you like to portray to people, and also you like to make sure that, you know, people get this impression, this message, you know,
because
about
a brand,
yourself.
Because a brand is actually a feeling attached to that. How do people feel when they're around you? Do they feel nervous? Do they feel happy? Do they warm up easily? This becomes your brand, right?
And from there you figure out whether that's what you want people to know you and associate you with. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I feel completely slighted whenever I'm with you. You're always arguing with me. What do I brand myself as?
Annie, you know what? Before I came to the show this morning, I promise you God, I'll be nice to Annie today.
See, he's going to go and
today,
tell God that
trying
he's going to
my
be nice
best.
to me today.
I'm trying my... Okay, we are opening the lines, Malaysia. Call us if you want to speak to Murshidah. We're talking about brand this morning. 2287-2051, 2287-3051 are the two phone numbers. You can call us and interact with us. And then you can speak directly with... okay, 3051, sorry. 3051 only one number.
Okay, 2287-3051, that's your number, Malaysia. We're only staying on one number today, so it's 3051.
So call us and...
companies actually spend a lot of... While we wait for the callers to come, companies actually spend a lot of money on working on, you know, the kind of brand, the image, the logo that they want to project, because it does evoke a certain feeling, a certain memory to other people. That's right. All right. So that's why on a physical level, on the body, when we talk about body and mind, right, we learn about, you know, how are you going to brand yourself in terms of what are the things that you say, what is the image that you want to project to others, so that they have a certain feeling, right? And when you go deeper, which is I think the last time I mentioned, do not try to emulate someone who is not you, just so that, you know,
be yourself,
yes, like I quoted, I think Judy Garland, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. That's true. Right?
That's very interesting the way you put it.
So that's why it's important to reflect back on your heart and your spirit, right? When you talk from the heart and spirit, it is actually who you really are. Your purpose. What is your purpose in this world? What are you meant to fulfill?
And it projects across.
It projects, right? And when you are in that career that you are in, it comes out, and it comes out from your heart.
So people becomes very passionate.
Yes.
So people feel your passion.
Yes. And unfortunately, when people talk about branding, it's always on the physical level.
Unfortunately, that's true. Let's see if we have a couple of callers online. Hello. Good morning. No, no, not yet. All right.
Not yet.
Well, if you'd like to call us, 2287-3051, which is one single number that we're maintaining for today. So do call us, Malaysia, if you'd like to speak to Murshidah. Murshidah, there's one question I'd like to ask. When people talk about branding, and even companies for that matter, how do they create that sustainability to be the way they are? Companies, of course, they pay gazillions of money to keep it going, but for a person, as you know, for a single individual to sustain his or her branding and be the way they are.
We have a caller. Before we lose this caller.
Get to that in a bit.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Okay, I could hear you already.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, you're in the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes,
good morning.
yes, good morning.
Murshidah.
Hi.
Annie.
Yes.
And my good pal there, and all the TV2 staff. Now, I want to share about this branding. Now, I've been branding myself. As you know, I'm a social activist. I'm active in social work. I used to issue press statement daily. As I use my name, Jude Chang, as my brand. I also write a few articles, and the Star paper did print my article. And I want to be a successful writer. See? To be successful, everybody can write what I think, my ideas. I want to share with everybody, you know, and to improve themselves, the environment, the family, and also the country. So, by writing, I hope to brand myself. But the problem that I'm facing is, to publish all my article. No need a lot of this financial to get the publisher to to publish my book for people to read.
Right.
So I want to share with Murshidah on this issue lah.
Okay. All right.
How to actually get
Thanks,
my
Jude.
articles published?
How to get my articles
Because
published?
he faced financial difficulties, I think.
Oh, financial difficulties in terms of
So that
if
impedes the
like
branding.
you mentioned just now before Ju Chang called, right? You said about how do you sustain that
yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Repetition, right? Keep going on what you want to project, because sometimes people lose sight of your brand, right? Because if you sometimes you go into different areas, or it is not strong enough where people actually is ingrained in their mind. Okay, this person does this, right? This person does this. So keep going. Ju Chang, you mentioned about you actually wrote into star articles and all that,
He's
right?
been writing articles
Yes.
now, so he knows his brand, he knows his strength.
Yes, that's
but how
fantastic.
does he get this strength to people so that people know him as a writer?
Okay, just keep on going, and there's a lot of avenues out there. It's not just one-way media, you know.
Yeah,
right now,
that's
there's this platform here. There's the print platform, right? You want to write your book. Keep compiling and meet as many people as possible. Keep going out there, and we have the social media, which is on internet right now,
Facebook,
which is
internet, yeah.
everywhere accessible, and
Blog.
it's free. Just keep going and projecting yourself out, and inshallah, you will be able to reach out to the right people to get your books published, because it is for what I believe in also. It is how much you add value to the world, you will get the results. As long as you keep your mind focused. Because when we talk about law of attraction, sometimes we focus on something that you really want. Because Ju Chang, you are actually adding a lot of value to the world. With all the good work that you are doing right now, just keep going, and there will be a time when the right opportunity will come. It will come. It will come. You just have to have faith.